messed up my celibacy journey because, first of all, sin starts in the mind first before it happens in the act, the physical. And that's what happened to me, because I asked God, I said, God, what's the point of being a good girl? What's the point of being celibate? What's the point of walking in a straight line? What's the point of not drinking, not smoking, not going to parties, you know, like doing all this stuff? Because I'm not seeing the fruits of my labor. All I see is like the pain, the waiting, the suffering, all this stuff. But I'm not seeing like the point of it all, you know? And once I said that, I think like a few weeks later, I messed up. And it wasn't on some, I want to do it because I'm so in love with my boyfriend at the time. No, it's because I already messed up when I said that statement. I already wanted to dabble back into that life when I made that statement. You feel me? And it hurt so bad because I felt like I disappointed God. I felt like I messed up.
All right, so look, bro, I finally gave in and like ended my celibacy and shit.
Wow.
Bro, that shit was so trash, bro.
I was gonna say, I bet that was powerful.
Bro, that shit was ass, bro.
That is so disappointing.
Bro. Like, that shit pissed me off, cause like, nigga, I'm thinking like it's gonna be on some shit like some like magical shit. Bro, that shit was trash, bro.
What? How long was the?
Bro, I went over a year.
Damn.
Over a year, and then that shit, and then to end it like that on some trash shit.
That's tough.
Bro, I was livid, bro. I was pissed, bro.
How you feel now?
I'm back on it now.
Okay.
Like, this shit was so ass. I'm back celibate.
Was that like? So you're back on it?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I might need a redo on some shit like
it doesn't count, like a veto.
That shit don't count, man. That shit don't fucking count. Hey, I swear to God, that shit don't count, bro.
Oh, it counts.
That shit don't count, bro. I was standing strong, and then
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's not like, at least it's not like a, you know, like.
And then this nigga stroll along into my life, goddamn. And I broke it. And I don't regret it, cause it was good. But the feeling that I had while I was doing it was like something in my mind, my body, and my soul was telling me like, you should not be doing this. And after it was broken, he started acting funny. And don't get in my comments about somebody got some whack pussy or nothing like that, because that's not why he started acting funny. Because trust me, they all come back. It's just that he wasn't the one. He just wasn't the one. And I was upset with myself. I read the Bible all day.
Welcome to The Renewal. Please be sure to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
So when it comes to the word celibacy, women comes to mind most of the time on this topic. But men practice abstaining from sex and certain activities as well. More men and women are choosing to be celibate as a way to focus on personal growth, healing, their spiritual development, and self-discipline. Celibacy provides the opportunity to break unhealthy relationship patterns, establish stronger boundaries, and gain clarity. Some choose withholding to reduce stress and avoid distractions, having more time and energy to focus on self. While celibacy isn't for everyone, many find taking a break from sexual relationships help them build healthier relationships with themselves before sharing their lives with someone else. Let's talk about it.
Celibacy becomes very easy for a woman when she realizes that there is directly no man worth being involved with if he isn't helping to improve her life and loving her correctly. She can go months on top of months or even years. It's nothing.
I'm telling you right now, celibate and single is the new sexy. You know, I think each person need to be celibate at least a year and single at least a year before they consider dating somebody else, to get all of that demonic, them soul ties, get all of that stuff up out of you. You know, I'm at a year now of actually being celibate and single. Do I like it? No, but it is what it is. And I probably needed it too, just to get this girl out of me who I was with before, you know, get her completely out of me, out of my system, so that I can go on. And if I, you know, get into a relationship with somebody else, I don't carry all of that baggage in. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea to be celibate and single. And you want to check people when you know, when you date them too, to make sure, you know, ask them, how long have you been celibate? Because if somebody only been celibate like probably 2 weeks, then you probably don't even want to deal with that person. Or you just probably want to date them and not even have, you know, any kind of intimacy with them. I wouldn't suggest intimacy anyway, unless you're married to the person. But you want to make sure this person's been celibate for a while to make sure they ain't carrying nothing. Not just STDs, but sexually transmitted demons. You want to be around this person for a while before you allow yourself to be hugged up with this person or to be kissing this person. You don't know what this person carrying. You don't know where they've been. That's why I said celibate and single is the new sexy.
If a woman ever tells you that she is celibate and she's been celibate for a long time, it's for one very specific reason. And that reason is no man that she has met throughout the time of being celibate has been able to mentally stimulate her. A lot of women out here who are celibate and have been celibate for a long time, they're not even looking for the craziest thing in men. They're not even asking for the most. All they're asking for is a good, deep conversation that leads to mental stimulation. I guarantee that if you are willing to stimulate a woman who's been celibate for a long time, you can mentally and emotionally stimulate her. She's willing to ride you like a motherfucking saddle, guaranteed 100%. The only problem is a lot of men, unfortunately, don't really prioritize a mental and or emotional connection because they don't care to connect mentally or emotionally with women. All they want to connect through is through the physical, not through anything else. But the moment you connect with a woman through the mind and through the emotion, through the intellect, you're going to see a side of her that you didn't even know existed. And sometimes I be feeling bad for women, not going to lie, because all they want is a connection and a conversation, and they can't even get that.
Somebody asked me the question, how are women able to stay celibate so long? For me, with my celibacy, I'm almost embarking upon 10 years of celibacy. And somebody say, well, how do y'all women go that long? This, that, and the third is because y'all can go out and, you know, purchase your little friend or this, that, and the third. The thing that has made it easiest for me to stay celibate for so long is just the simple fact that a lot of men are not worth it. A lot of men don't put in the effort and are not worth really sleeping with. Y'all try to make it seem like, oh, I just need me a man to sleep with. Girl, I can't go past 3 months. Girl, this and that. These dudes ain't worth it like that. Y'all just be horny. Y'all are battling with the spirit of lust. There's nothing about a man that just sit up and text my phone, what you doing every other day, or good morning, beautiful every day, that takes me out on just basic dinner dates throughout the month that makes me feel like that's worth me sleeping with him. You know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like men make it easier for women to be celibate just due to a lack of effort and them only wanting to offer the bare minimum. So when y'all ask me, well, how do you do that? The men make it possible for me to do that. The men make it easy for me to do that because they're not offering anything to where I feel like I need to be in bed sleeping with them. Text messages don't turn me on. Dinner dates don't turn me on. A man being fine don't turn me on. You have to come with something more than that. There is nothing about a man that cannot come into my life and make my life easier, take burdens off of my shoulder and provide me with a better life that makes me want to sit up and lay down with him and give him my body, give him my energy, and create a soul tie with that man. It's nothing about a man who cannot do those things that makes me want to create a spiritual bond with him. Like, honestly, honey, I don't care how horny. I could be horny to the 10th power. But something in me would not allow me to lay down with a man that I can't even call if I got a flat tire. Not even that, honey. A man that I can't even call when I need financial help, financial assistance. Like, y'all be sleeping with dudes that if you were in a time of need, that you can't call on them men for anything. Y'all just be horny, just sleeping with people. But these same people you sleeping with can't help do nothing to make your life better nor easier.
Does not know that I am celibate. And I plan on keeping it that way. Over the years, I've noticed when you tell a guy that you're celibate, that doesn't make him want to stay. Okay? And it doesn't make him want to spend money either. I know 9 times out of 10, they probably think that we're lying. When they start realizing that we're not lying, within the week or two, they get turned off and the money goes. So, here's some advice to the girls that's celibate. That journey should be for you and you only to know. I'm a content creator, so obviously I'm spreading awareness. I do not think you guys should be going around telling men that you're celibate. Whether you're a gold digger like me or you're dating for love, I think you should keep that to yourself. Because that guy is going to constantly keep pushing and pushing. And when he doesn't get it, he's going to leave. You want them to think they're going to get it. Every time. Make them feel like they're going to get it. But they're not. I've been dating this man for 1 month. He took me on 6 dates. Has spent over $8,000 on me. Has ran errands for me. Has did little favors for me. And he doesn't even know that I'm celibate. He think I'm playing hard to get. I constantly make him feel like he's gonna get it. I don't give him a specific time or a date. I just tell him, I can't wait to get you soon. And that kept him and is still keeping him chasing me. So, like I said, do not let people know that you're celibate if you're dating them. Okay? Keep your mouth shut. Just like your legs.
I'm about to break down the reason you need to stay celibate for as long as possible. Spiritually, as you heal, you are clearing your karma. You are severing spiritual cords. You are cutting off soul ties, and you're letting the universe know that you have completed these contracts that you were once in. The thing is, every time you have sexual intercourse with somebody, you are signing another soul contract, thus creating another soul tie. This is why a lot of people wake up one day and realize they've been celibate for years. Because their spiritual team is trying to make sure that they do not go into another soul contract. Because when you go into another contract, you collect more karma. And the only way to clear the karma is to learn the lesson and to heal from that contract. So this is just a big shout out to the people who have been celibate for like years and years and years, staying out of the way, conquering stuff spiritually in an amazing way, finding intimacy within themselves so they don't have to go find it anywhere else, and staying committed to themselves. Because honestly, we don't have time for no more soul ties. None at all.
What did I do after I broke my celibacy? I spent the day angry, upset, and disappointed in myself. People try to make excuses for you. Oh yeah, it's normal, bro. It's this. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm better when I retain. I'm better when I maintain my discipline and not pleasure and defile my fucking self. So today I've been agitated, but it's only motivated me to be much more adamant about what the fuck I got going on. Because I'm tired of feeling certain ways. I'm tired of being disappointed in myself. I'm not dealing with that, you feel me? So this is what spiritual conviction looks like, I guess, you know. When you do something wrong, but we gonna do better. I hope this helps somebody else feel that same passion and do better.
For 1.5 years, because I was celibate and shit, I was abstaining from sex, you know. And I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about life. It really opened my third eye. And it did a lot for me, you feel me? So I'm gonna tell you about that shit. So what started me wanting to go on the journey was, this was 2023. And I was getting fast money. I was living fast. I was smoking and drinking every day. I had no responsibilities. I don't got no kids, no shit. So I'm just living fast as I can. I can't press the pedal fat hard enough, feel me? So I'm wilding. I'm on Instagram and I'm just, listen, specifically the incident was I hit this girl up on her birthday. She came through. I don't even know this girl from a can of fucking paint. Straight to it. 2-3 messages straight to it. And so after that day, I just felt nasty. Like prior to that, I was doing it. I didn't give a fuck. After that day, I just felt nasty. She was a cool girl. I still know her to the day. She cool, and at the time I was also taking shrooms and now I understand what shrooms do. You feel me? It definitely was rewiring my brain. You know what I'm saying? But those is 2 different story times for another day. I barely remember. I don't remember that much of 2023. or a little bit in 2022 when I started taking shrooms, because I was microdosing every single day, a gram of shrooms every day on the wake up, empty stomach, straight to it, wash it down with the blunts. I was wilding. But anyway, so after that, I basically, listen, I gotta really think about this shit. Basically, I cut off every woman I was dealing with at the time. And I really got into my spiritual bag. Like, I had a friend in JUCO, his name was Rob, and this nigga used to be on that conspiracy shit. This was in 2016. And niggas wasn't on it in 2016. And even prior to meeting that nigga, I didn't know shit about it. You feel me? But this nigga put me on all the conspiracy shit, which really opened my eyes up to kind of see, okay, damn, this shit crazy. Like, this was really going on. And it was always in me, but I wasn't that type of nigga. Like, he was that type, he was on it. Feel me? So 2023 rolls around, I'm taking the shrooms, and then it's like, I get on some spiritual shit. Like, it could have been God, it could have been the universe, it could have been the shrooms. I don't know what it was, but something called me to just go on a spiritual journey. And that eventually led to me not smoking and drinking as well, you feel me? And I was always a spiritual person. I grew up in church, shit like that. My mama instilled some faith in me, but I was not a spiritual nigga. I was 100% worldly and secular. What? I'm trying to get to it. What we doing? Smoke, drink, fuck, everything. All the vices and all the sins. I'm going gambling, everything. I was on that at the time. I was on that. I was getting a lot of money too. I was wilding. So maybe a couple weeks later, it was a slow transition, you know. And yeah, I cut all my women off, and I went and bought a bunch of books. So I started reading a shitload of books every day. I would wake up, I would go read. And I always felt like many young men do. I watched porn as a kid. I watched porn growing up, you feel me? So I think I was really over-sexualized as an adult. I think that affected me. I think it affects a lot of people. And it's okay, you know what I'm saying? It's natural. But that's another thing. I stopped watching porn. But anyways, I just felt like I didn't have my dick in control. I didn't have control of my dick. I felt like my dick was controlling me. Like, that motherfucker get hard and I just lose my brain. I just don't know what to do. So now I realized that was a problem. That is a fucking problem. My dick don't control me. What the fuck? You feel me? And so it was something I wanted to change about myself. Something I never realized I needed to change. But I do really credit the shrooms. You feel me? Reading every day. I got all these books, all these self-help books, all these spiritual books. I probably read, in the last 3 years, I probably read over 40 books. You feel me? A lot of them was spirituality things. And then a lot of it was like self-help, like Think and Grow Rich. Or like the Bhagavad Gita. You feel me? The Superior Man. The 4 Agreements, a lot of the classics that you'll just like get recommended on TikTok and shit, but also like some sleeper cuts, you know, Tao Te Ching, the Zen Way, like it's a lot of them. It's so many, I can't think of them off my head, but that really helped build my mindset up. So at the time, it was all my value had just came from money and clothes and cars and all the shit, you feel me? And then I started realizing that, you know, this is the most valuable thing we got: our minds, our mindset, our attitudes, our character, our behaviors, our integrity and loyalty and things like that, the intangibles, you know. So yeah, every day I would wake up, I would eat a shroom, I would read hella books. I would read every day, and I wasn't talking to no women, I wasn't flirting, I didn't have no women at all on my roster. I was turning women down. I was like letting all the women know that I can't fuck with you right now. And one thing people don't say about celibacy is you really regain your innocence, you feel me? When you don't have sex for that long, your innocence comes back. Now, you'll never really reclaim it like you had as a child, but a lot of that innocence comes back when you don't watch any porn, when you don't have sex. You regain a lot of your innocence back. You have a different energy about yourself. Your energy is a lot cleaner. And my mind was really clean. It was really sharp. I was really locked in. I felt like my psychic abilities I felt like intuition, we can consider that psychic. So like my intuition was overly sharp. I was having premonitions and shit, you know what I'm saying? My energy was just so clean. Like, it's a hard feeling to describe, you know what I'm saying? A nigga felt really magnetic, you know, like, and I felt like I was manifesting. I was getting so much money during that time that my manifestation was just insane. Like, and listen, I don't know the science behind it. I think when you have sex, you are mixing energies with somebody, you're exchanging energies. I think when your energy is really pure and you just I wasn't hanging out, I wasn't doing shit. I was dolo, building my mind up. And it's honestly the best thing I've ever done for myself. Like, I think that's the best. Now I'm not this, listen, I'm a freaky nigga. When I love you, when I fuck with you, I'm overly freaked out if I love you, but I'm not a nigga like that's just, I stopped chasing pussy. I'm not fucking on the first night. I'm just not on that no more. You know what I'm saying? Now I might fuck on the first night, but not like I was. I'm not out here just I'm not taking a woman out the club and fucking her. I'm not doing that. I got more respect for myself now. I understand the value of sex and the power of sex, and I can control my sexual urges. to a greater capacity. You know what I'm saying? So I would encourage everybody, if you struggle with controlling your dick, controlling your pussy, I would invite you to explore abstinence and celibacy. I think it'll really help you. You know what I'm saying?
I am not interested in meeting a man today. We start talking, we have chemistry, we have connection, and next thing you know, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, we're in the bed. Because a lot of you single ladies, you all are sleeping with men so fast, you don't even know who this man is. You don't even know his character. But 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, 1 week in, you're already in the bed, and now you're so tired and it's hard for you to break away now that the mask has fallen off and now that you know who he truly is. I do not want to spend my single season in and out of soul tie. I meet this guy, have sex, it don't work out. Meet this guy, have sex, it don't work out. Meet this guy, have sex, it don't work out. Then I got to break a soul tie. Spending my single season breaking soul ties instead of getting closer to the Lord, instead of writing books like the one that I just released yesterday. Breaking ungodly soul ties.
How long you been celibate? Whatever journey that you're on, quit telling these men. You got to keep your journey to yourself. Like, I understand that you want to be open, you want to be truthful, you want to be transparent. Quit telling these men how long you've been going without it. Because when they see that you've been without it for a while, they make that their main goal and their main priority to take you off your journey. And whether you believe it or not, a lot of the times men will look at it like they're taking your V card when they knock you off your celibacy journey, even though they're not. Like, they're weird like that. Don't allow no man to sweet talk you out your journey, because what's going to happen is when you give your body to that man, he going to switch up. No matter if it's a month, a week, 2 weeks away, he's going to switch up because that's what they do. He's gotten what he wanted. And then you're going to be stuck with the reality that you broke your journey and you stepped off your path of righteousness for a man that didn't even stick around. Like, don't tell them your desire to how bad you want to, because I'm telling you, he's going to make that his number one mission and his number one goal to get you out your bed.
So boom, I ended up breaking my celibacy of 1 year and 7 months with him because I felt comfortable. Mind you, this was a week before he asked me to even be his girlfriend. Young ho shit. Looking back, the red flags were there because he was pressing me real hard to be married to him, and he's not even from the US. He's from Nigeria. So, I'm second guessing it, but I'm like, so I ignored it. Fast forward, the day after he asked me to be his girlfriend, we go to the beach. Why did he look at this girl like he wanted to risk it all? And then turns to me and says, oh, why you didn't wear something like that? Mind you, she got on a thong bikini. I had on like a vibrant colored dress. I felt beautiful. I thought that I was being respectful, right? Crazy part is, the same girl, when we walked past her, she looked at me and said, oh, you are so gorgeous. And I said, thank you, babe. So are you. Because I'm never hating on the next bitch. It ain't her fault. It's his fault. And you know what I did after that? I looked at him and said, see, your favorite bitch loves me, though. So after that, everything went downhill. I mean, like, everything. That same day, he tells me he can't afford to take me out no more. Huh? Then a week later, he's talking about if I want to spend time with him, I'm going to have to marry him. He's going to have to quit his schooling, get another job so that could work out. When I only asked for 1 day to hang out. I'm on my 2-week vacation when all this is going on. I got free time. I can go around your schedule, but you don't give a fuck, right? And the last straw for me was when he said, I have a 10 o'clock curfew. At your grown age, a curfew? Okay. So finally, I told him, if you can't show up for me as a boyfriend because you asked me to be your girlfriend, then just let me go. I could find somebody else. Mind you, that was at 6 a.m. in the morning. That I had to go to work the same day that he told me, when I just had a 2-week vacation. It didn't last long enough for me to be so sad about it. So what I did was get my ass back up the next day after that. And I just acted like nothing happened. But honestly, it was a lesson for me to learn, because why did I break my celibacy of 1 year and 7 months just for me to go back and do something stupid? Exactly. So did I really learn my lesson? So
So this is getting pretty long. Here's the face paint. I'm going to paint my face as a clown because that's exactly what I was when I dated that man and decided to do that. So let's embarrass ourselves even more than we did with that man so that we can get over it. Because I can do bad all by myself and embarrass myself even more. Don't judge me, y'all.